Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we will explore the SPDR S&P 500 ETF in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 2nd of July, 2025, and now we are here to offer you an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You certainly do not want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Since the 27th of May 2025, our system has categorized the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has undergone natural fluctuations, achieving a gain of approximately 5%. This equates to an average return of about 0.19% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. In light of recent developments, we are unable to ascertain the ETF's next direction as it could trend in either direction. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a robust upward trend in the short term, indicating further potential for growth. The trend observed over the past 3 months suggests a possible change of approximately 18.78% over the coming 3 months, with anticipated returns ranging between 13.56% and 23.23%. In terms of long-term projections, our analysis for the next 12 months indicates a projected change of around 4.83%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 14.98% and positive 5.63% over the year. This would imply a future price range between $527.50 and $655.36. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF features the headline, Green Day on Wednesday for SPDR S&P 500. On the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 2nd of July, 2025, the price of the SPDR S&P 500 ETF increased by 0.453%, moving from $617.65 to $620.45. During this trading day, the ETF experienced fluctuations of 0.624%, with a low of $616.61 and a high of $620.46. The price has risen in 7 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 3.84% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume rose on the last day, alongside the price, indicating a positive technical signal, with a total of 896,000 more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 66 million shares exchanged hands for approximately $41.04 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest price for the ETF was $620.46, while the lowest price stood at $481.80. Currently, the price sits at 0.00%, or 1 cent, below the 52-week high of $620.46, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Optimism surrounding U.S. trade deals has propelled the S&P 500 and Nasdaq to record highs, reflecting a bullish sentiment in the market. This heightened confidence is favorably influencing SPY, the exchange-traded fund that tracks the S&P 500, which is likely to see increased buying interest in the short term. The announcement that Datadog will be joining the S&P 500 has also added to this momentum, as new additions often lead to a surge in stock prices as funds adjust their holdings. Furthermore, with major tech stocks like Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla driving gains, SPY could benefit from the upward pressure on these influential companies. As of July 2, 2025, the S&P 500 achieved a fresh record close, alongside a notable upgrade in Apple stock by Jefferies, amplifying interest in the technology sector. While there was a brief dip indicated by weaker-than-expected job data, the overall long-term outlook remains strong for SPY. These dynamics suggest SPY could exhibit resilience, particularly given the solid fundamentals underlying its constituent stocks. On the income investment front, the ETY fund is also gaining attention, offering a robust yield and significant exposure to high-growth sectors, albeit with performance lagging behind SPY in total returns. Overall, this blend of trade optimism, tech strength, and strategic repositioning could sustain SPY's positive trajectory, both in the immediate and long term, positioning it well in a buoyant market environment. The following signals have been identified for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. During downward corrections, there will be support from the levels at $613.82 and $597.74. A drop below any of these thresholds will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and so far, it has risen by 20.7%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot has been established. Moreover, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a positive technical indicator. Here are some additional signals you might find noteworthy. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 51 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 9 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 48 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 44 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal 49 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 37 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 26 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this support is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. Generally, the ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. During the last day, the ETF moved $3.85 between its high and low, which is approximately 0.624%. Over the past week, the ETF has experienced a daily average volatility of 0.696%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the ETF could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $597.99, reflecting a decline of 3.62%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 50 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a worthwhile investment? The SPDR S&P 500 holds several positive indicators. However, we do not consider these sufficient to recommend it as a buy at this time. At the current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors may want to maintain or accumulate their positions while waiting for further developments. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 3rd of July, we anticipate that the SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open lower by $1.28 starting at $619.17. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to take full responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.